Welcome to the journey into one of the greatest mysteries of our time, consciousness. What exactly is it that makes you, you? Is it just your brain or something more? And here's the big question. Could we ever upload that sense of you into a machine? For centuries, philosophers and scientists have grappled with the nature of consciousness. But now, with advancements in neuroscience and AI, we are closer than ever to answering a sci-fi inspired question. Could we ever upload our minds and achieve digital immortality? The idea might sound straight out of a Black Mirror episode, but there are scientists, engineers, and futurists working on this right now. Imagine mapping your entire brain, neuron by neuron, and transferring that data to a computer where it could live on forever. Would that copy still be you? Or is the essence of consciousness tied to your biological brain? In this video, we'll dive deep into the science and philosophy of consciousness. We'll explore the current state of neuroscience, the incredible progress being made in AI, and whether digital immortality is a realistic future or a far-off fantasy. Ready to dive into the mystery of consciousness and mind uploading? Let's begin. To understand if we could ever upload our minds, we first need to tackle the big question. What is consciousness? In simple terms, consciousness is your awareness of yourself and the world around you. It's what allows you to experience emotions, make decisions, and reflect on the past or future. But where does it come from? Neuroscientists believe that consciousness arises from the complex interactions between different regions of the brain. There are two main theories about how this happens: Integrated Information Theory, IIT, and Global Workspace Theory, GWT. Integrated Information Theory argues that consciousness is the result of the brain integrating a massive amount of information. The more connected and integrated the neural network, the higher the level of consciousness. Think of it like the brain being a supercomputer, where the more data is processed, the more self-aware the system becomes. Global Workspace Theory, on the other hand, suggests that consciousness emerges when information from various brain regions comes together in a workspace to be shared and processed. It's like the brain broadcasting information across different areas to create a unified experience. The idea of uploading our minds to a computer and achieving digital immortality is a concept straight out of science fiction, but how close are we to making it a reality? First, let's talk about what it means to upload your mind. The basic idea is that you would map out every neuron and synaptic connection in your brain, creating a digital replica of your entire neural network. This detailed connectomy could then be uploaded into a computer or virtual environment where your consciousness would theoretically live on. Sounds simple, right? Not quite. The human brain is an incredibly complex system with around 86 billion neurons, each connected to thousands of other neurons. Accurately mapping the brain at such a detailed level is currently far beyond our technological capabilities. But projects like the Blue Brain Project and the Human Connectomy Project are making strides toward understanding this complexity. Next, there is the challenge of creating a digital environment capable of hosting this data. Would a computer truly be able to simulate the workings of a biological brain, including emotions, thoughts, and experiences? Some scientists believe that it's possible through whole brain emulation, where a machine mimics the neural processes of the brain, creating a conscious digital entity. But here's the tricky part. Even if we could replicate the brain, would that digital version truly be you? Philosophers have long debated whether a copied consciousness is still the original self or just a new version. It raises deep ethical and philosophical questions about identity, selfhood, and the nature of consciousness. In the end, mind uploading may be possible in the distant future. Artificial intelligence has made leaps and bounds in recent years. From self-driving cars to AI chatbots, we've built machines that can mimic human behavior. But can AI ever truly become conscious? Let's first define the difference between artificial intelligence, AI, and artificial consciousness, AC. Current AI systems, like those used in natural language models or image recognition, are extremely good at processing data and completing specific tasks. However, these AIs don't have emotions, self awareness, or subjective experiences. They don't feel anything, they're just algorithms. But for AI to become conscious, it would need to experience the world the way we do. This means having subjective experiences, developing personal memories, and even having a sense of self. It's a massive leap from current AI, which is excellent at pattern recognition but lacks any understanding or awareness of itself. One of the most famous tests for consciousness in AI is the Turing test, which asks if an AI can convince a human that it's also human. But passing the Turing test doesn't mean an AI is conscious. It just means it's good at simulating conversation. So we've developed other tests like the Lovelace test or the mirror test to probe deeper into whether an AI can become truly self-aware. Some experts believe that it's possible to create a conscious AI in the future by simulating a brain's neural processes. In fact, researchers are exploring neuromorphic computing, which mimics the architecture of the brain. But here's the catch. Even if we create a machine that behaves like it's conscious, how do we know if it really is? This leads to a deeper philosophical question. If a machine acts like it's conscious, does that mean it is? Or is it just imitating what it thinks we want to see? For now, true artificial consciousness remains in the realm of speculation. But as AI technology advances, we may be closer to creating machines that don't just think, they may one day feel. Now that we've explored the science behind mind uploading and artificial consciousness, let's tackle the deeper questions. What would it mean to upload a mind, and is it even ethical? Let's start with the first big question. If you upload your mind, would the digital version still be you? Philosophers have long debated whether a perfect copy of your brain could truly carry your identity, or if it would just be a replica with no continuity to the original self. The famous thought experiment, the ship of Theseus, asks, if you replace every part of a ship over time, is it still the same ship? The same could be asked of our minds. If we recreate every neuron and connection, does the digital version truly carry you? Then there's the question of experience. Could an uploaded mind experience emotions, pain, or pleasure the way a biological brain does? If your consciousness exists in a digital environment, would it still feel real? Another key issue is digital immortality. If we could live forever in a computer, would we want to? Some argue that the essence of human life is in its finite nature, that death gives life meaning. Immortality, whether in physical or digital form, could remove that essential part of human experience. And finally, there are the ethical dilemmas. If we develop the technology to upload minds, who gets access to it? Could this create an elite class of people who can afford to live forever in a digital world while others are left behind? Should uploaded consciousness have the same rights as biological humans? And how would society govern this new realm of digital existence? Mind uploading and digital consciousness bring up as many philosophical and ethical questions as they do scientific ones. It's an exciting, and that's where we stand in the journey of mind uploading and digital immortality. We've explored the neuroscience behind consciousness, the possibilities of uploading our minds, and the ethical and philosophical questions it raises. While the technology is still in its infancy, the potential is staggering. Imagine a world where you could live forever as a digital being, experiencing life in ways we've never imagined before. But with every new breakthrough, we are also faced with difficult questions. Would a digital version of you really be you? Could society adapt to the idea of digital immortality? And should we even pursue it? The science of consciousness is one of the most exciting frontiers of human knowledge, but it's also one that requires careful thought and responsibility. Thanks for joining me on this fascinating exploration of consciousness and mind uploading. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the intersection of science and technology. Stay curious, keep asking questions, and who knows, one day, the answers might just shape the future of humanity.